college and you didn't.
Stay inspired.
Ooh, I like that.
Until yesterday, I did not know. First of all, he's not my uncle; he's our cousin. But he's been with the woman 45 years, and they have never were married. We thought they were married.
Oh, they common.
Right.
So
let's get on the topic of that then. Our grandparents in our generation, all of us around the same generation, right?
Yeah.
Your grandparents, your grandfather worked. Your grandmama sat at home, made all the meals each day, kept the house clean, took care of the kids. And what your granddaddy used to do when he come home on Friday with that paycheck?
Smoke that cigar,
he get his bottle of liquor, he get his cigarettes, get that cigar, and give you the rest of that check. Okay. Now today, women are made a totally different because guess what? They're making more than what men are making, so they're making decisions on that situation. Okay. So why can't they make the decision on what they can propose?
Even to this day.
Yeah, they take care
my
of
money.
anyway.
It can go to my old lady. I don't care.
I'm sorry, I'm not getting
just make sure I have such and such.
I just can't see myself going
about
about
that's not even as far as just handing over
and putting a ring in there.
It's not just about
and getting down on my knees and saying,
I'm not saying get on your knees.
I'm not gonna stand in front of you.
But basically what you said is, I told my husband this is what it's gonna be.
Okay, well then
right, I told my husband.
At a certain
but my
time,
husband didn't tell me.
We're gonna get engaged at a certain point.
So
that's basically like you in a relationship.
She is well structured to handle bills.
No, I feel like this.
There you go.
When you get into a relationship, when a man and a woman get into a relationship, the man takes control of that relationship.
Hold on.
No, for real. The man takes control of the relationship. We follow you guys. So when you guys say you want us to be your piece, you have to be ours, so therefore you get the piece back.
So let's think about this right here, okay? We just had a conversation. We said that women control the relationship. You control because you
women
have
don't control
you
the
have
relationship.
You have what we want.
Y'all do.
Hold on, time out. You have what we want,
do.
and you dictate when we're gonna get that, right or wrong.
What?
No.
Oh my God! You don't dictate.
No. First of all,
give me an example. Let me say that. Can we give us an example of what it is?
Any first attraction is physical attraction, right?
Yes.
Everywhere. If you don't look at a motherfucker and say, this is a guy I can see myself dating because he looks good to me, or he carries these traits I want to carry. And you already know any man here gonna tell you the first thing they want is a sexual aspect with you. You control when that sexual aspect happens.
Yeah, because you decide whether you're gonna give it to him.
You decide whether you're gonna give it to him or not, and you decide on the time frame when you're gonna give it to him.
But it's different though.
It's not different. You control it.
I believe in taking the choice out of her hands by being real smooth.
Hey, I'm gonna disagree with you about that. You ain't smooth. She knew she gonna get that shit to you or not.
The bras and the panties don't match.
Did she not know she gonna give it to you or not?
Okay, let's
most women know that when we look at you, we be like, okay, well, goddamn, yeah, he can get it.
But you gonna dictate the time when you gonna give it to him.
But sometimes you
see, that's the initial giving. That's the initial giving. But what you were speaking in reference to is if we're already in a relationship or we're married.
No, I'm talking about before the relationship. Once you start doing that, guess what most men are curious when they first start dating you. They ain't thinking about getting to know you. They think about, and I hope this is not bad on this thing, what the ass work like. And when you give them that ass, guess what? That opens that man's mind up to more of getting to know you and understanding the person that you are.
I'm gonna disagree.
Yeah. We're the same way with y'all.
I was raised by my father.
Because if your dick can't hit no nothing, we don't want
my father,
no way.
the first thing he taught me was,
Wait,
think about how a woman thinks.
Listen, this is the truth. This is
You know what I'm saying? My father taught me how to think about how a woman thinks. We talk about all the physical, but my father expressed to me, every woman you lay with, you leave a part of yourself with them, you gather a part of them. So you need to be watching who you lay with. That's what my daddy taught me.
Soul ties.
You know what I'm saying?
Soul ties and soul
You know what
bonds.
I'm saying? So he
They are
said,
very
you
real.
don't need to, he said, I understand you're going to be a young man, you're going to do your thing, but you need to watch how you do your thing. So that was a thing that stuck with me. That's the importance of having a father. A real father. My father didn't say, go slay this girl, that girl, none of that. He said, watch who you slaying.
Yep.
and my father was a dude that women love.
But what's the percentage of black men that have that father?
Oh no, it's zero.
Like
That's why I say women pickers are broken.
it's seldom.
That's why I say people pickers are broken, because I won't date a woman who doesn't have a good relationship with her father. Period.
Alright, so let's change lanes a little bit. 80-20 rule. Alright, so getting 80% out of the relationship versus 20.
You got that
Can I
right.
go first?
So a lot of divorces, a lot of breakups happen because of the 20% that you're not getting out of your guy or female lady, based on 20%. So let's say you're a breadwinner, right? Okay, cool. But she wants something sexually, you're not getting it to her the way she wants. She'll go search it. Maybe not. But she'll go search and get that 20 from another guy that she don't want to keep, but she'll get that from him.
Not
So-
true.
No.
So you go with the age-old question: why do people cheat?
Hold on.
Well,
Yeah, because
but
they do such wait a minute.
I'm gonna tell you, bro.
But it does lead up to that, though.
I can tell
It
you.
does.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. No,
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you.
no,
I
no.
don't believe that you're only gonna get 80% out of what you need, because if you are truly my partner, if me and you are truly in this thing and we supposed to be connected and we're supposed to grow, I'm gonna get 100% because I'm gonna give you 100%. That 80-20 stuff is for them people that still, you know what I'm saying?
It depends on how you define that, because look, how I look at 80-20 is, I got like a list of things that I want in a woman that just, she don't exist, bro.
She ain't even real.
She not real.
She ain't.
Okay?
At least
So,
be real about it.
I am never going to get
You ain't never gonna get that.
Beyonce with the stupid booty with the brain of this woman of this. It's just not gonna happen, bro. She's 7 feet tall, you know, just unrealistic. You know, she gonna give me a LeBron, she gonna give me a Serena. You understand what I'm saying?
Damn.
It's not really. The tallest woman I dated was 6'5".
Well,
That's
damn.
neither here nor there. Now,
You was climbing trees. Damn.
oh yeah,
Well, I used to have
best tree climb in the neighborhood.
I would date
But no.
The best
over
tree
5'5",
No,
I wouldn't talk to him.
Hold on. But look, so for me, when I think of the 80-20, it's like, you know, there's a certain aspects of a woman that I'm not going to go without. So big booty or no, that don't matter, because that doesn't determine the size of your brain. Your brain size matters more than anything
Your
for me.
intelligence, because intelligence people is so sexy.
For me.
You have a red flag
And
list.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I have a red
Can I
flag
learn
list.
from you?
The red flag
Teach
list
me
is,
something.
and this is
Show
the things
me.
that I'm looking at. Not only do I look at you, I look at how your mother is.
Ooh,
I look at how your father is.
Okay.
Do you have these type of diseases in your family? This is just how.
He said diseases in your family.
Oh no,
Yeah,
mental,
yeah.
mental to help.
Cheat for real.
No, I'm for real,
And that's good.
because because I think about the
How you
offspring
talk
that we gonna make.
Yeah.
So let me
I
say
think
this.
about the drama I gotta deal with your mama and your daddy, and how you
Yes.
were raised. Because if you were raised wrong, that means that your mentality does not match mine.
So let
But
me
see, I can't agree with that though, because that's the same concept of just because your family is a certain way, you have plenty of women that are not the same way as their family.
That's
That's
true.
true. That's true. Oh no.
But
That shows that's gonna show. You
you gotta learn
you
what
have
you can deal with.
had inherent poverty in your life.
Mhm.
Do you subscribe to that theory of we're gonna live off of this system, or do you subscribe to the theory of I gotta make this shit?
But see,
Right.
but that contradicts what you said then, because you said one of the things that you look at is what's your family like.
Of course, I'm gonna.
So
say,
you know, I don't. That's why I'm not putting that red flag out there.
No, all these things are taken into consideration. I mean,
'Cause
there's
you gotta
things
decide what
that,
you can
there's
adjust
things.
to.
Hold on. There's things in my family that people that I don't do.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. I got a best friend right now who's dating this girl. Family was shits. she was nowhere near the way her family was.
Okay.
So you can't sit up and say, because my family was poverty, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. We ate rice and eggs every fucking day. I don't eat rice and
We
eggs
didn't even
to
have
this
no
day.
on it.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
The poverty aspect.
Rice.
The
But
poverty,
you know, but you know,
It's also a mindset.
Hold on, there's a mindset in the poverty aspect. There's a mindset in the poverty aspect. I'm not saying that because we're black people. So our rate of somebody coming from something that was gold, your parents had owned a coal mine or something, that's not realistic. I mean, for us, with a small percentage. So we all come from some cold shit. So I'm not saying, I watch my parents, right, for example, these are the people that gave me the view of how I look at things. They ain't have nothing, and they say, oh no, that's not gonna work. We gotta get to it. So for me, I want people that think like my folks. That's it for me.
See, and I'm
We gotta get to it. It doesn't matter how your version of getting to it doesn't have to match mine. Doesn't mean we gotta be riding in Lamborghini.
But
It
it
can mean Honda Civic for the rest of our life. But are we comfortable? Are we excelling? You understand what I'm saying? See, if you comfortable in that mind state that your parents have set for you, the people in the past, I'm not comfortable with that. There's a lot of rules in our community that have been instilled in us that are bullshit. And I don't describe it from the man rules when you were a kid. When you talk about a real man or a bullshit man. A real man gonna tell you not to sleep with all these women when you were a young man. You know, do you. Right. A bullshit man gonna tell you, bro, the more women you sleep with, that's the better type of nigga you are. That's not realistic. That's not true. Right. So it's all about based upon the standards of which you were raised under. For me, my parents were not perfect. My dad did a whole bunch of shit he shouldn't have did. But one thing he told me was, you need to look at your woman beyond her booty, and you need to look at all aspects. Because it's not just about, like, okay, for your homeboy who dated a girl whose family is trash. Okay, that's cool. Maybe she's not. But that's still his grandmama, that's still their grandfather, that's still their uncles, that's still their cousins. And these people are the people that have just as much influence on my child as I do. Because when I'm not there, they're with their cousins. So what are their cousins doing? What are these kids? What are these cousins teaching my child? Because your cousins are your first best friends.
But here's the thing about that right now, though. At the end of the day, you still have your own thought process, because your cousin is doing all this stuff. Don't mean you gotta be out there doing all this stuff. True. So we can't give a red flag to a person because of the shit that other people are doing.
Yeah, we can.
I think you
Yes and no. Because you're going to get involved. If a girl's mom, like I dealt with a girl mama who was a crackhead, right? And I'm not dissing anybody who's crackhead, but a girl's mother was a crackhead. She had problems. You understand what I'm saying? Those problems came into our household. I had to deal with them problems because I love my girl. So I got to deal with that.
But here's the same thing about that. Because your person was a crackhead, guess what that might have made you think? I don't want to be like my mama was. I want to be better than what she was. I don't want to pick up a drug and do this type of thing.
But I've been married 15 years, been with her 17. And when we dated, even when I met her in high school, I consciously or not, I looked at her family. I knew the family name. I knew the family she came from, that Bills. And I know for me being a forward in a Carswell, number one, we're athletic, middle class, working class folks. I wanted that in a spouse.
Exactly.
And I did, and I didn't do it to disqualify anyone else that I did not marry. I just knew for me that it was a safe space. I was like, I know her family.
I want my genes.
She's got a connection. I watch how she treats her mom. I watch how she treats her sisters. I watch how she treats her co-workers.
You don't want to get on that?
And to that point right
Let me
there,
tell you something.
where you don't identify with the type of person you want to be with, you can see that whole, like you said, the word potential, it is really garbage. Because you may want this person to be everything to you. If they ain't designed or they don't want it, or they're not living for it, it's not going to be nothing.
And that's the thing. Like, I know for me, I think for me, I gravitated a lot to men who did not have what I had. And my story is this. I have grandparents that were married for forever. My mom and dad have been married 55 years. They have 2 children. I was military brat, so I got the best of both worlds. And I was fortunate to have grandparents, where I got everything I needed. And a lot of men that I dated, and even my ex-husband, did not have that. So it was really hard for me to kind of understand the single parent aspect until I was actually a single parent. When I became a single parent, then it hit hard for me because it was like, dang, even though it was in a modernized way of me being a single mom, because me being a single mom compared to back then being a single mom is two totally different worlds.
Yeah. I mean, yes and no.
But at the same time, I still look for, and I know I had a guy who told me recently, that is crazy, I still look for parts of my daddy in men.
Yes,
It's
every woman does.
It's almost
there are
forced
certain
every woman
nature
does.
that
For
my
me.
man
That's
has to
right.
have,
Every
and I
woman
do
looks
that for
like
my
Charles
father.
Lenore. It's
Well,
got to
that's
be.
what you're
So
supposed
you're back
to
to
do.
your list.
But then
It's not a list,
Hold on,
but
hold on,
it's something
hold on,
that
hold on.
you
Hold on.
like.
That's
But
what you're
just
supposed
as
to
you
do.
say that men have, you also.
Let's let Sheena talk.
But
on
then
that.
too, the women who don't necessarily have, like, their dad could be in the house, but the dad is not really physically and emotionally there.
Yeah.
When we do get into relationships, we do tend to go from men to men. It's
Yep.
because we're looking
You're right.
for certain parts of our
Person and
father
daddy.
That
that we
Yep.
did
That
get.
we
So
did.
does that go back?
And 9 times out of 10, those relationships become very toxic.
Very
Yep.
much
Does
so.
that go back to the 80-20?
Very toxic.
That goes back to the
Does that go
80-20.
back to 80-20?
So what?
Yeah, it
What?
does go back to the 80-20.
So what becomes of the young lady who doesn't have a father, who never has a father,
Well, she's gonna
that
have
don't know a dad?
she's gonna have to find what she's gonna have to do, in my opinion, because I ain't
She
not.
either twerking or she got trust issues.
No.
That's
I
not
bet you-
Wow.
I bet you 1,000% not.
No,
Hold on, what's
I
it?
bet you 1,000% not.
Or-
Or I bet you 1,000%
No,
not.
this is what's gonna happen. She's gonna either have to go one or two. There's a couple things gonna happen. Number one, her mother's gonna have to make smart decisions in her life from that point on when she has kids about who's the next dude that's gonna be in her life. Because that dude has to be the forever dude. He can't be the temporary guy.
Yep.
So that's number one. Then that dude has to establish a relationship with the girl and show her that men are such and such. If that doesn't happen, she's gonna have to go get therapy. She's real tough. She's gonna have to talk to somebody about the problems that she has with men because she's going to have them. She's
Speaking
not gonna
of
know how to.
therapy.
She's not gonna know how to.
It's
resolve it.
not,
Wait.
it is not lock and barrel on that one.
No, there's nothing
Because-
absolute in
But
life.
what is an absolute on that one? They have to have a spiritual footing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to have someone in their lives that introduces them to God, introduces them to
Absolutely.
church, introduces them
Yes.
to the Spirit. Because without those, all
You
the
don't
other
have
stuff you're talking about,
there's no
it ain't gonna
foundation.
get-
Right.
have to know
It
it.
sets the tone.
What, okay.
So I just didn't want you to take it for granted that just with other things you're throwing in, that you can't leave out that part of who that
Because it
person
sure
is.
has
Well, no,
might be.
I took
Right.
that as an like a thing that they most definitely gonna
Right,
have to
we would
have.
understand
I don't
that,
care
right.
who your spiritual ground is with, but you're
Right.
gonna have to have some type of
Something.
spiritual understanding
Right.
of what your purpose is or who you are in this life. Outside of that, then you're gonna have to go to. You might have to get therapy. You have to. There has to be some person in your life, a male figure that shows you what a man is, because the majority of those women, pickers be broken. That's why they pick little June, little June.
Sometimes we
Jamal,
learn,
Jamal,
but
so Jamal.
sometimes we learn what a good man is because we've been with a man who is not a good man.
True.
So
Or
it comes from trial and error.
But I don't think y'all have to go through that trial.
Man, stop
Yeah,
playing.
the
Look,
lies you
Stop
tell.
playing with
Bro,
me.
listen.
We know that.
Hold on. Listen. When I was a kid, right, I sat and watched. I sat and watched girls before I started like wanting to date for real. I sat and watched girls. I watched what type of dudes were girls going for. They were going for all the idiots.
But you know what?
It was just like I was like, he's stupid.
Not
He
he's stupid.
can't even form a sentence, bro.
But you want
But
to
men do the same.
Hold on.
What people finna say?
You know what a lot of women go off of? A lot of women, you say that statement, but a lot of women go off of images. Social media has the dating life fucked up.
Yes,
God.
it does. Don't.
Because a lot of men go off of these women that portray their particular things, and then when you start getting to know that particular woman, you be
It's bored
like,
as hell.
It's
what
a
the hell I
representative
got
of the
myself
person.
into?
Well,
Oh,
So
wait a
representative-
minute. Wait a minute. Please let her talk about the representative because
It's
we
a
had this
representative.
conversation.
It's a representative.
Yeah, that's not who show up on a date because you be like,
Right.
oh, wait.
You
wait.
could be sitting there dating you could be sitting there dating somebody for
Wait.
6 months,
Who is you?
and you thinking everything they doing is how they're going to be
Right.
continuously in
And
a
it's
relationship.
not.
No, the fuck it's not. They are a representative. That is who you're dating. But then
For
as
real.
soon as they stop doing what they did, and you start questioning them, and you start having questions, but what changed? Why is the dynamic of the relationship changed? now that's a problem
But
for
let me-
them.
let me-
Because
let me
now they
ask-
don't want to explain
Let me
why they
ask
start doing what they
let me ask you
do.
this question though.
It's a
You
representative.
can vice versa that you started being this woman at the beginning of the relationship. What did you do to make me change?
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
Whoa, whoa.
What?
Now keep on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute, Keith. Wait, hold on now.
Oh
Wait a
my
minute.
God!
Wait a minute though.
You can't sit and tell me.
Real quick.
You can't even sit and tell me that you start dating a woman. She cooking, she cleaning, she doing all this stuff. You begin a relationship, so you doing the person that you do, and then all of a sudden, man, what we eating tonight? Shit, what you ordering?
I don't
Well,
right.
hold on.
No,
That's
wow.
representation. Oh, wait, she talking about. I don't see no
Well, first of all,
representation.
Right.
this is the problem with social media. Social media took it to where that the fake dude, the fake nigga, the fake girl could pretend to be a real person, right? Because you can just show images of your life
It's a
without
facade.
without getting to know the person inside, right?
Hold back. I hope you get it. Eric, you want to tell me what that is he's drinking now?
Oh, he's drinking a Sauvignon Blanc 2019, Josh. That has more like a citrus flavor a little bit.
Oh, okay. A little citrus
Can
flavor.
that be
Yeah.
paired with the cigar?
Yes, it can.
I'm not a wine drinker, but because you know all the beautiful women are here drinking wine too, I'm gonna turn to a little wine right now.
Now, Jamal, can you please tell us how to properly say that? What is that? What do we call that at home?
What? Wingye?
When
Yeah, that's wingye.
But no, seriously though.
Okay, back to that. Okay.
On a serious topic though, you can date a woman and she can portray to be this whole person. And you can be doing all the things that she likes, sending her flowers, doing these particular things. Just like a woman, when a man changes up a pattern, what you're gonna naturally do?
What happened?
You're gonna change up that pattern too.
What's
Because
wrong?
guess
Yeah,
what?
That's where you have to be a
Keep
real
going on.
person and sit that person down and tell them, be who you say you are.
But here's the thing. But you know what the key thing about that is? It's called communication.
Women,
Yeah, it's all communication. But one thing about it though,
Okay, sorry.
I can tell you the truth, but once I tell you the truth, you punish me for telling you the truth. I don't like that.
Well, hold on.
I don't like getting punished for telling you the truth.
But you done betrayed yourself for 6 months though, which I thought was the
A real
truth.
man would not.
What is your communication style?
You should not.
What you mean?
Yeah, what is your love
How
language?
do you
What's
tell
your
me?
communication
I love
style?
like
How do you tell me what you need me to know?
Oh, I sit you down and have a conversation with you. I don't talk at you, I talk to you.
But are you open-minded enough for me to say the same things that I'm concerned about?
Yes.
Without being
Yes.
defensive about it. So
But see, guess what? I have to be, because if I don't know, how am I going to correct what I'm doing wrong?
But you know, you might be a different breed. I would say
I mean, yeah, she might
50
be.
to 60% of women aren't gonna do that. Just like 50. I'm
Well,
on
in
a
a
bad
good
drug.
percentage, 'cause I'm
70,
really-
80,
yeah, I'm
and
sorry,
just
I'm
having a
finna-
conversation
I'm
with
finna-
you.
Which
I'm
Or what you doing wrong?
I'm gonna say-
Open-minded enough to listen to your part of it.
I'm gonna say,
I'm
well,
sorry,
I'm gonna
I'm sorry.
disagree. I'm gonna say
Married
40% of women are the ones that won't listen. In my life, in my little realm of life,
What's the
He said
delivery
it's a
though?
little,
women actually, right,
but it makes sense.
will listen to you, bro. If you know how to. First of all, she gotta trust you.
It's gotta be a delivery.
She don't trust
right.
you, bro. She ain't listening to a goddamn thing you say. That's with women. So
if
she don't listen to
secure
you,
enough
she don't
in
trust
who
you.
you are to
That's
lead me,
number
I'm not
one.
gonna feel secure.
Yeah,
enough.
if
She not gonna listen.
if the representative is always
Most
showing
women-
up, I can't trust you.
Hold
I'm
on,
sorry.
we talking about women and girls. See, little girls, they gonna do all that bullshit. Women, because I've met a lot of women. These women, oh, they bad or no bad, they're looking for you to show a certain standard of a man that they can believe in and trust.
That's
And once
right.
they do that, you.
But here's the thing right here, right? Since we talking about social media, women brought the red flag challenge.
Oh Lord.
Women, I'm not saying y'all did it, but you know, a majority of women brought the red flag challenge. And we talk about communication, they throw a red flag on you before they even speak to you about the situation
Yes,
that's
I
going
was
on.
gonna ask you, what was the dynamics behind
Flag on the
It's
flag.
insecurities.
Thank you.
So
It's
Flag on the
Can
flag.
we get a technical? Can we get a
Right,
business?
right.
Yes.
It's insecurities.
Blow the whistle.
It's insecurities from past relationships to automatically look for the bad in the beginning before you even get to the good. So
Okay.
automatically they're showing you.
So they check out.
But see,
Hold
that
on,
goes back to
hold
the
on.
statement that I made about
Yeah,
people.
Women don't know how to communicate nowadays. When I was,
Hey,
hold on. When we were in the 80s and 70s and 90s growing up, the number one rule that I remember as a little boy that you heard on all the little television programs and magazines and everything, newspaper articles you read, was that men didn't know how to communicate. So for me,
True.
as a dude, I said, well, I'm going to be a communicator.
Yes, sir.
Motherfucker. Right? That doesn't mean I always communicate properly. but
I
I'm
definitely
gonna try to talk to you. Oh, what I've learned is
Men have to be
women
more
don't know
vulnerable.
how to talk.
Well, also men got to be more vulnerable to the.
No, no,
to me,
no.
Whoa,
See,
whoa, 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 whoa.
Why do you say that?
Okay,
So
That's not
go ahead.
No, because like, as far as like communicating wise, like men always been like, you know, like strong, like they wasn't good at expressing feelings.
That's not true.
We wasn't at first.
No, that's never been true. Somebody taught you that men were not good at expressing feelings, and that's never been true.
But here go-
Hold on.
All
Let me-
men don't
hold
express
on.
their feelings.
Hold on, look right here.
Or it probably
All
been the circle
women don't
that
either.
it might have been the
The
circle.
circle don't lie. See, that's what I'm saying. That's that false
But I
male
want them
narrative.
to understand.
The African king. Let me tell you what the African king did.
Y'all gonna-
Any wise king. Let me tell you what a king does. He doesn't go talk to his council first. He talk to his queen.
Queen first. Yep.
You know why he talk to his queen?
My daddy
Because
taught me.
she holds the stake in the guy. So you think she gonna tell you to go fight this army that y'all can't fight and win? And she know that all y'all your kids gonna get
She
slaughtered,
provides
right?
different
She's
insight.
gonna tell you.
But here goes the key thing. Here goes the key thing we talked about earlier. Women control the narrative of a relationship because guess what? We confide in you first, but a lot of these women these days, when you try to be emotional and vulnerable with them, this nigga soft. I don't want to be with him no more.
Hey,
I mean,
hey, did y'all
that's
see
true.
the little
That's
snippet on Will Smith, Tyrese, and there was one other brother that broke down like on camera over the last year or two.
Yeah, well, that's
And they were saying that all those men who expose themselves emotionally became memes, and that's true. So females also have to provide a safe space for men
To be
be
able to be
men,
vulnerable.
and also
But a lot of them
like,
don't though.
Oh, what they do? This what you do.
I want no punk
but see,
ass dude.
but see, this the thing about it. See, a woman can't do that to me.
But
I think every man has a feminine side.
A woman can't do
Everybody has
that
a
to me.
feminine
Men
side.
more women do that to me. Y'all just don't know.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I would prefer my husband to cry to me. I would prefer him to tell me what's going
I'd
on.
rather you do it with me than
Right,
anybody else.
because now I feel
This
like
ain't the
most
same
men
emotional
growing
Hold
up,
on.
y'all was told like if y'all fail or y'all got hurt, not to cry. So y'all was already taught then. That's weak. Don't do that. So y'all took that into y'all adulthood. A lot of men did, but some didn't.
But the same
Yeah,
way
but
for
that's
men,
that
they have to
toxic
break
male
that
trait.
down.
So when they talk about toxic masculinity, those are the things that's toxic. Hey, bro, one thing I learned, I didn't have to have a man tell me this. I was just like, bro, I don't feel like being tough all the time. That shit ain't
Right,
real.
but you chose
But
that. But the same thing for me.
I want to cry.
Let me say this right here, Alicia.
Go.
And think about this right here, okay?
Aisha.
And I'm gonna shout out to
Aisha.
New Farm and got that podcast.
Alicia.
Kevin Samuel, we all listen to him.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
hold on. Let me say what I got to
That's a
say.
true
Hold on. Let me say what I got to say.
And aliens
Let me
not
say what I got to say first before y'all dog me.
I'm gonna swear.
If you sit there and listen to the stuff that the man tells you, he is telling you the fucking framework to get you a good man. But you
No,
don't
the hell
listen
he
to
ain't.
it.
Let me tell
You don't
you.
want to listen to
That
it
man
because
degrades
he
the
does
hell out of
what you want to say.
He degrades the hell out of women.
No, he does not.
Hold on.
No,
he
he
does
degrades
not.
the shit out of women. No.
Please, y'all.
As a woman, let me tell you something. That man is not giving the foundation or framework for anything.
Let me say this.
He's giving the type of woman that he
wants.
Let me say this right here. You get to say what you got to say.
A lot of good things
No,
that
let me
women
get this
do.
one statement in.
A lot of good things that women who do, okay, I hear you talking, baby, I'm gonna let you go ahead, you said that, I do understand. No, sweetheart, I'm not raising my voice, but I am concerned because you came in my house at 3 o'clock and you said you'd be here by 1. I'm not gonna throw this bottle at your head, I'm holding it just in case I think you might, you understand what I'm saying? You can be soft, you can be these things, and still
Let me
have your
say this right. Let me say
But
this
that
right
man,
here.
he does more demeaning than he does.
Right.
good.
Right.
Let me
And the crazy part about it, he degrades black women.
Yes, and it's like,
Hold on.
hey, yo, mama.
Like,
Hold on.
right, like,
Hold on.
nigga, now, did you not just come from a black
Let me say this statement right here, okay? That man said on a podcast that he had, a lot of women out there are choosing men because of their financial status that they fucking have. All y'all heard him yelling and talking shit to the woman, but you did not sit up and listen to. You turned down a man that's making $65,000 a year, getting up, going to work every morning, doing what he's supposed to do. Because you want this man to make hold on. You want this man to make a 6-figure salary because you feel like that's what you supposed to have.
Everybody, but every woman doesn't feel that.
But the majority of a lot of women feel that way though.
Everything
Together.
Hold on, y'all.
I'm telling you,
First of all,
let me come up with
Well, hell, in that case,
Samuel has some good points. But when did we start listening to cheerleading ass niggas? First of all, I don't listen to no nigga who was the cheerleader at high school. You was not the example of a alpha male for me. So you don't have no. You were the person that was most likely teased. Now you have gained your position, so now you want to exert your power over the
Somebody
people
hurt him.
because you hurt. I don't. Hey, look,
But ask that man how many times he been made.
hold on. But
Ooh, girl.
that doesn't mean that you don't have some good points, my brother. That doesn't mean that. But what it means is, what you have to do is, you're going to have to be a little more realistic. Now, I get it. The $40,000 woman shouldn't necessarily be looking at the $250,000 brother and expecting this. She needs to be a little more inside of her range, right? I mean, she can look that way. The dude shouldn't do that either. I don't think he should either. If you happen to walk into that situation naturally, cool. But why should my expectation? I make $40,000.
But
Why should my expectation to be? I need a six-figure dude.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up with this. Let me say this: with a man who makes $100K a year and a man who makes $40,000.
Come on with it, my
That
sister.
man who makes $100,000 a year may be well mannered and he may be well suitable to take me here, then wherever I like to go. But I can't deal with that man. I can't lay down and talk to that man. I don't have no connection with that man. That man think just because he got money and he could buy this, that's gonna take away from me feeling and missing and needing that man. And I can get me a man and make $40,000 a year and come home and rub my feet and give me his check. And I can talk to him. And that's my best friend. And that's my best friend. And me and him I can build an empire like
Hold it to my last thing. Now, listen. In my lifetime, I'm not saying I got buddies like that, but I made a whole lot of money doing whatever I did.
He said doing whatever he did.
No, doing whatever I did. I made that bread. Now, I never, ever looked at my girl in that way. When my girl came home from work, when I was making that real crazy money, I rubbed her foot every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yes.
Because she said her foot hurt.
Yes.
Them shoes hurt, I rubbed them every day. She said her feet hurt, they hurt. Every day I
But
rub.
ultimately, in partnerships, because you are my partner, you're not just.
Well,
my
I'm
man,
looking
you
for
are
a
my
partner.
partner. But what
It
I'm
don't matter how much
saying
money
is,
I make.
right? No matter what you making, whatever you making, if you got the mentality of a hustler, you gonna double that, and we gonna get. We don't worry about it, baby. Next year, instead of making 47, you gonna make 52,000. I got you.
So I'm gonna
You
try
know
to
what I'm
get
saying?
that.
All right, so
We're gonna continue to
we
build.
have to wrap this up for
Yes,
part two.
part
But
two.
before we wrap it up, we need advice. We need one small piece of advice from everybody before we wrap this up. So, Sheena, word of advice to the viewers.
Oh, keep God first.
Amen.
Annalise.
All right, you know me. I'm gonna say go for what you want, no matter whether he make more money than you,
Yes.
less money than you, whatever it is. If that's what you want, work hard at it. Cause I will say this, and Sheena and I always say this: if you do plan on getting married, please understand, marriage is compromise. That's number one. Number two, marriage is not for the weak. And there's my synopsis.
My only thing is you have to invest to advance. That means invest in yourself to advance anywhere in the world.
That's
Regardless of a partnership, a relationship, a sistership, you have to invest in you first before you expect anything from anybody else.
Aisha.
My thing is for this, men and women, we've all been hurt. I would say don't let your past talk you out of a good opportunity. Because we can walk up and see something and be like, something ain't right with that. And it could literally be something good for us. So we can't become jaded by our past and miss out on opportunities.
Hey, and mine be simple. Just be real with yourself so you can be real with your partner.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Please.
I got two things. Active is attractive in all aspects. Active is attractive. Number two, if you gonna dream, stop dreaming in front of people if you're not gonna fulfill your dream.
Ooh.
That means
You got to get up and work for them.
Bars.
if you gonna dream in front of somebody, you gonna get people to believe in you. Always go for what you gonna go for, because you never know how your dream affects other people. Think on that.
Bars.
I like it.
My thing is, stop worrying about what a person brings to the table. Worry about what you both bring to the table.
There you go.
Look for a chemistry, a vibe,
Yes.
and a connection with the person, rather than what a person looks like on the outside.
Yes, that
There you
part.
go.
Well, y'all get
Come
good
on.
advice. My only thing is don't give boyfriend vibes like me.
You don't get